Hey guys, today we're doing IXL. Let's get started.
The Three Clues. Naya waited for Kit outside grandfather's bedroom. Finally, the healer came out. Good news, Kit said. He didn't break his foot when he fell, but he needs to rest for a week. Naya and Mother looked at each other sadly. The Blue Moon dance was in 2 days. Naya and grandfather always went to the dance together. Mother asked, "Is there anything that can make him heal more quickly?" Kit flipped through her medicine book. Well, some magic night star flowers would heal him right away, but the clues to find them are a little strange. What are they? Naya asked. Travel west and look for the hugging tree, Kit read out loud. Then cross the Queen's Bridge. Finally, look for stars in a night sky under the full sun. After the healer says grandfather needs a week of rest, why do Naya and Mother look at each other sadly? Look for clues in the story. They think that grandfather may miss the dance. Those flowers sound hard to find, Naya said. Then she thought about grandfather missing their favorite dance. I'll go, Naya said. I'll look for the flowers. Mother nodded. We want grandfather to heal quickly. Take Harry with you. Harry was Naya's unicorn. He stuck his head in the open window, and Naya petted him. Then she went to explain the plan to grandfather. Don't worry, you'll be better again soon, she promised. Naya and Harry set off on the western trail. The first clue is the hugging tree, Naya said. After they traveled for a while, Naya saw a large, strange tree. When they got closer, she got a better look at it. That must be the hugging tree, Naya shouted. Harry shook his tail. Look at the picture. How does Naya know that she has reached the hugging tree? She sees a sign on the trail that says hugging tree. She sees someone who is hugging a strange tree. She sees two tree trunks wrapped around each other. Next to the hugging tree was a narrow trail. I bet we go that way, Naya said. It's time to look for the Queen's Bridge. Naya and Harry made their way along the trail. Soon they arrived at a river with 3 beautiful gold bridges. I wonder which one is the Queen's Bridge, Naya said. They all look the same. When Naya and Harry got closer to the bridges, they heard a buzzing sound. Look, Naya said. The middle bridge has a beehive under it. Queen bees usually live in beehives, so this must be the Queen's Bridge. Naya and Harry crossed the Queen's Bridge. Then they followed the path on the other side. Only one clue left, Naya said. Why does Naya guess that the middle bridge is the Queen's Bridge? She thinks a queen bee is in a hive under the middle bridge. The last clue should lead us to the night star flowers, Naya said. Look for stars in a night sky under the full sun. Harry looked up. Yup, there's the full sun, Naya said. But how can we find stars in the night sky while the sun is out? Soon they came upon a field of beautiful dark flowers. Naya looked around. She had never seen flowers so black before. As black as the night sky, she said slowly. Then she noticed tiny white flowers peeking out between the larger dark ones. We found the night star flowers, Naya said. Naya jumped off Harry and began picking the white flowers. In her mind, she heard music and imagined Grandfather spinning her around in the moonlight. How does Naya know she's found the night star flowers? Look for clues in the story. They look like bright stars in a dark sky. They shine like stars under the... How does Naya know she's found the night star flowers? Look for clues in the story. The Witchland Spell Contest. Shanice watched Thomas tapping his broom on the floor as they waited for the contest to start. Are you okay? She asked him. He shook his head. What if my spell doesn't work? Shanice put her arm around her friend. You'll do fine. It's just a silly spell contest anyway. Shanice was trying to help Thomas stop worrying, but the truth was that she was worried too. The Witchland Spell Contest meant just as much to her as it did to Thomas. All the young witches felt the same way. I've told you all about my spell, Thomas said, but you haven't told me about yours. Shanice smiled. I haven't told anyone about it, but since you're my best friend, I'll give you a hint. It's kind of different. How does Shanice really feel about the spell contest? Look for clues in the story. She cares a lot about the contest. The judges sat down at their table. It was time for the contest to begin. Shanice and Thomas watched the other witches do their spells. One witch was from Shanice's baseball team. She made silver rings appear on the judges' fingers. Another witch made pink feathers float down to the judges' table. A third made songbirds appear, one for each judge. These witches are so good, Thomas whispered. Yeah, Shanice said. They're all doing gift spells. Of course, Thomas said. The best gift always wins the contest. Shanice moved around in her seat. Maybe the gift doesn't need to be a thing, she told herself. Maybe the judges would like something else. What kind of spells are all the witches doing? Ring spells. Gift spells. Next, it was Thomas's turn. Good luck, Shanice said. On stage, Thomas faced the judges. He brushed his broom across the floor and whispered his spell. Small pink cakes appeared in front of the judges. How pretty, one judge said. Almost too pretty to eat, the other judge said, but still he licked the top. Thomas bowed while everyone else clapped or waved their brooms. The second judge didn't clap. He was too busy eating his cake. Shanice smiled and waved her broom at her friend. But when Thomas looked away, Shanice slid down in her chair. What had she been thinking? Why had she wanted to try something different? Thomas was right. Gift spells were what made the judges happy. After seeing Thomas's spell, how does Shanice feel about the spell she is planning? Look for clues in the story. She is proud that she is trying a different kind of spell. She is glad that her spell is better than a cake spell. She is worried that she may have picked the wrong spell. Shanice's turn came last. Her heart pounded, but she forced herself to smile. Then she raised her broom, whispering her spell. The judges looked around the empty table. Shanice pointed her broom to the sky. Slowly, the judges looked up. A giant rainbow spread above them, and a wonderful smell filled the air. The first judge pressed her hands to her chest. What a clever spell! This beautiful rainbow is, well, a gift. A gift for everyone in the room, the other judge said. Everyone was quiet, staring at the rainbow. Then Thomas banged his broom on the floor, and the other witches did too. They all cheered for Shanice and the colorful rainbow sparkling above them. Look at the picture. Why does a wonderful smell fill the air? The judges have given roses to Shanice as a prize. Shanice has made a rainbow filled with flowers. Fairies without wings. Want to go bounce on mushrooms? Pipit asked Crane. Sure. We did that all the time in my old village, Crane said. She had just moved to town. Pipit couldn't imagine moving to a whole different place. He'd never even left the forest. They jumped from one large mushroom to the next. What's your old village like? Pipit asked. It's kind of like here, Crane said, but there are giant fairies. Some of them are taller than bushes, and they don't have wings. Pipit stopped jumping. Really? He asked. Really, Crane said, leaping onto another mushroom. Pipit stood on his mushroom, trying to picture a giant fairy without wings. Was Crane trying to trick him, or could it be true? What kind of fairies does Crane tell Pipit about? Fairies who bounce on mushrooms. Shy fairies who hide in tall bushes. Giant fairies with no wings. That night at dinner, Pipit quietly sipped his acorn soup. You're serious tonight, his father said. What's on your mind? I'm just thinking about something Crane told me. She says there are giant fairies without wings in her old village, Pipit said. His mother smiled. Sounds like your new friend is a great storyteller. So all fairies have wings? Pipit asked. And all fairies are the same size as us? How do we know for sure? His mother put her fork down next to her clover salad. We've never left the forest, Pipit continued. What if... Think about it, Pipit, his father said. Huge fairies, without wings, how would they float on clouds? Or dance in the air, his mother added. Or herd butterflies, asked his father. What do Pipit's parents think about giant fairies without wings? Look for clues in the story. They are good dancers. They are not real. The next afternoon, Pipit and Crane bounced on mushrooms. mushrooms again. My parents say giant fairies without wings aren't real, Pipit said. Crane crossed her arms. Do you want to see them? How? Pipit asked. It's not that far if we fly super fast, Crane said. The idea of seeing a giant fairy without wings was like surfing on a raindrop. It seemed fun, but a little scary. Are they mean? Pipit asked. Nah, Crane said. Most of them can't even see us. Sometimes the younger ones will notice us, but then the other giant fairies don't believe them. Pipit took a deep breath. I need to be home for dinner. You will be. Let's go, Crane said, and they took off. Why does Pipit think that seeing a giant fairy could be like surfing on a raindrop? Both seem hard to do. Both seem very dangerous. Both seem fun but scary. Crane and Pipit flew through the forest, faster than Pipit had ever gone. Pipit followed Crane to a clearing. What he saw took his breath away. There were two large fairies, a boy and a girl. They were laughing and throwing a strange round thing back and forth, and they didn't have wings. Told you, Crane said. What are they doing? Pipit asked. It's a game they call catch, Crane answered. Now watch. She flew over and landed right on top of the boy. There's a fairy on your head, the girl said, pointing. How many times do I have to tell you? The boy said. Fairies aren't real. Crane flew back to Pipit. They both laughed. I can't wait to tell my parents, Pipit said. Look at the picture. What are the fairies without wings really? People.
That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye.